Good job, James. Next from New Boston FFA, Miss Hanna Perry.
Pneumono-ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis is the longest word in the English language and is a disease that has nothing to do with my speech. However, infectious bovine keratoconjunctivitis does. This infection, more commonly known as pink eye, is a contagious bacterial infection of the eye in cattle. This infection causes inflammation of the tissue lining of the eyelid and eyeball itself. As a result of pink eye, the cornea may become ulcerated, resulting in pain and possible blindness. Good afternoon. My name is Hanna Perry. I'm a 7th grade junior FFA member from New Boston, Texas. I became familiar with pink eye last year when my steers arrived. I noticed that one had a cloudy eye, and I asked my dad what was wrong with him. He explained that the steer most likely had pink eye, and that scar tissue had formed over the eye once it began to heal. This year, as I was choosing my steers, I looked at their eyes carefully to determine if they had experienced pink eye in the past. I also wanted to know more about this condition in case it occurred while they were under my care. The economic impact of pink eye can be a major source of loss for the commercial beef cattle industry. According to the University of Kentucky Cooperative Extension Service, some estimates place the cost to the beef industry of decreased productivity of animal value due to pink eye at $150 million annually. Wow, that could certainly put a dent in the old farmer's wallet. So what does a young cattlewoman look for to help detect this bacterial infection? Early symptoms of pink eye include inflammation and watering or tearing from the eye. Squinting of the eye due to painful sensitivity to light may also be noticeable, and the animal is likely to seek shade or some darkened area. Decreases in productivity will be evident as the animal grazes less. Ulceration of the center of the cornea may develop quickly. From the onset of pink eye to blindness may be as little as 48 to 72 hours, and the eye is likely to become cloudy or opaque. In some severe cases, the cornea will extend in a stalk-like projection from the eye, or the eyeball itself will protrude from the socket. In most severe cases, permanent sight loss will occur. In some cases, such as mine, the animal will have a permanently scarred cornea, but will retain a degree of sight in the eye. I am never satisfied with just knowing the symptoms of an illness. I wanted to know what causes pink eye. I discovered that pink eye is caused by a combination of factors. However, the primary agent is the bacteria Moraxella bovis. Multiple strains of M. bovis exist, with each capable of creating pink eye in cattle. According to the Extension Service, face flies are the main reason this infection spreads among cattle. The M. bovis bacteria can remain on the wings and legs of these flies for up to 4 days. So imagine how many cattle can be infected during this time. Bright sunlight can also serve as an irritant and increase the likelihood of infection. Additional irritants include dust, pollen, and seeds from grasses or weeds. Pink eye must be treated early for best results. Early cases are usually best treated with a variety of antibiotics, which are actually placed directly into the mucous membrane surrounding the eye. Prevention of pink eye, rather than treatment, is the most important step in raising commercial beef cattle. Control of face flies will help eliminate the major cause of spread. Controlling pink eye will significantly increase the weight of commercial beef calves for sale at weaning and prevent having to take price discounts for blind calves. Fortunately, the 2 steers I raised this year have not contracted pink eye during this project. They currently weigh 1,130 pounds and 1,085 pounds. But thanks to my dad and the research involved in learning more about pink eye, I was prepared to handle the outbreak if it occurred. Thank you.
You know, my daddy and I had a bad-eye cow this one time, and we doctored it, and it never would get any better. We were afraid she was going to die, and the oil company hit her and had to pay us $500. So it all turned out good for us. Hannah Kate, yesterday I watched you paying attention to Casey as he was talking about yield grade. There's 5 yield grades. Would you talk to me a little bit about yield grade and which one is the best and which one is the worst, please, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yield grade 1 is the best of the 5 yield grades because that means that there is less external fat on the bones. And yield grade 5 means that the meat is very fatty and is not good for the consumer.
I enjoyed your talk. Could you give me a few different things that you can do in order to eliminate or reduce the risk of getting pink eye in your cows?
Yes, sir. Keeping the pasture clipped will help reduce the resting areas for face flies when they are not on cattle. And it will prevent the pollens that can enter the eye and cause additional irritation, which can prevent pink eye altogether.